Two brothers, same town, completely different endings. Larry Bird became a legend.
Bird, little fake, down the lane. Oh, Larry Bird! Larry Bird, nice feed to Roby. Bird on the baseline, great pass. Oh, what a pass.
How did he make that one? I want to tell you, I didn't think he was going to shoot it. Boy, that was absolutely a sensational feed by Larry Bird.
His brother didn't. Same roots, same dream, but something changed everything. Small town beginnings, French Lick. And this is where everything really starts. Larry Bird didn't grow up with bright lights or big arenas. He grew up in French Lick, Indiana, a tiny town where life was hard and money was even harder to find. His mother worked multiple jobs just to keep the family afloat, while his father struggled deeply before taking his own life when Larry was still young. So yeah, basketball wasn't just a game for him, it was an escape. Out on rough outdoor courts, sometimes just dirt and a hoop, Larry would play for hours. No crowd, no spotlight, just him and the grind. And slowly, something started to change. By high school, he wasn't just good, he was dominating. Over 30 points a game, controlling every moment. But here's the real question. Was this talent or was it survival? Indiana University failure. But wait, just when things looked like they were about to take off, everything fell apart. Larry got a scholarship to play under Bob Knight at Indiana University, a massive opportunity. This was the big stage, the dream. And he walked away from it in less than a month. The campus felt too big, too different. A small town kid suddenly surrounded by thousands. It didn't feel right. So he left, went back home, took up manual work. Imagine that moment. Would you chase the dream or walk away like he did? Reset year, lost in working phase. And this is the part most people don't talk about. Larry Bird wasn't in the gym, he wasn't on a team. He was working regular jobs, street department work, long days, manual labor, just trying to figure life out. And mentally, he was lost. The dream felt like it had slipped away. But something kept pulling him back, that feeling, that unfinished story. So he made a decision. One more shot, one last try. Indiana State Rise. And this is where everything flips. Larry joins Indiana State. Not a powerhouse, not a big-name school. Honestly, nobody expected much. But the moment he steps on the court, it's different. You can feel it. He's dominating games, scoring, rebounding, controlling everything. Not just playing, taking over. His teammates, they start playing better too. That's the impact. Suddenly, Indiana State isn't just winning, they're unstoppable. They go 33-0, undefeated. A small school team nobody believed in, now sitting at the top of the country. And then comes the biggest stage, the NCAA Finals. Across from him, Magic Johnson. Different style, different personality, same hunger. And just like that, a rivalry is born. NCAA tournament run. But wait, this run wasn't normal. It was something else. Larry Bird wasn't just winning games, he was dominating the tournament. Big performances, double-doubles, clutch moments when it mattered most. Game after game, he carries Indiana State. Underdogs, now one win away from history. And then the final. Michigan State, Magic Johnson. The spotlight was massive. The pressure, even bigger. But this time, it didn't go his way. Indiana State loses 75-64. And here's the crazy part. Even in defeat, Larry Bird became a national name. Because sometimes you don't need to win the game to win the moment. NBA entry, Boston Celtics. And now the real stage begins. Larry Bird was drafted 6th overall by the Boston Celtics in 1978. But he didn't rush. He stayed, finished college, then stepped into the NBA ready. The moment he arrived, everything changed. Boston went from 29 wins to 61 wins in just one season. That's not normal. That's the impact. Bird averaged over 21 points and 10 rebounds, made the All-Star team, and won Rookie of the Year. No adjustment period, no slow start. He didn't join the league, he shook it. Early NBA rise. And here's where it gets even more serious. This wasn't just a good rookie story. The Celtics instantly became contenders. Playoff runs started early. The team had belief again. And at the center of it all, Larry Bird. He wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the most athletic, but his IQ on another level. He saw plays before they happened, passed like a guard, rebounded like a big, scored like a superstar. First All-Star selection already done. And slowly the league started realizing this guy isn't just good, he's different. Prime years and dominance. But wait, this is where Larry Bird becomes Larry Legend. From 1984 to 1986, he won 3 MVPs in a row. Think about that. 3 straight years, the best player in the world. And it wasn't empty numbers, it translated to wins. Championships in 1981, 1984, and 1986. The Celtics weren't just good, they were a dynasty. With teammates like Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish, this team dominated the league. But make no mistake, the Bird was the engine. His game, unique. He could shoot from anywhere, pass through impossible angles, control tempo like a chess master. And in big moments, ice cold. And then there was the trash talk, calling his shots before making them, backing it up every time. So let me ask you, have you ever seen a player control the game without even looking the fastest or strongest? Because that was Larry Bird. Magic Johnson rivalry. And now, this is where the story turns legendary. What started in college didn't end there. It followed them to the NBA. Celtics versus Lakers, Bird versus Magic. Every matchup felt bigger than basketball. Bird, quiet, cold, calculated. Magic, flashy, loud, full of energy. 2 completely different worlds colliding. And somehow, this rivalry didn't just entertain, it saved the NBA. TV ratings exploded. Fans came back, and the league finally had its stars again. So let me ask you, who would you pick? Injuries in decline, but here's the part that hits hard. At the peak of his career, Larry Bird's body started breaking down. A back injury made worse by working on a driveway at home changed everything. From that point on, he played in constant pain. Every game, every movement, it hurts. And yet, he still performed, still delivered. He wasn't as fast anymore, couldn't move the same, but his mind, still elite. This wasn't dominance anymore. This was greatness through pain, retirement, and legacy. And just like that, it came to an end. Larry Bird retired in 1992, leaving behind a career that changed the game forever. He even added an Olympic gold medal with the Dream Team that same year. Career averages, 24 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists per game. Hall of Famer, legend, icon. And honestly, not just one of the greatest players ever, one of the greatest competitors the game has ever seen. Now, before we get into the part most people don't even know about, take a second and subscribe, because this is exactly the kind of story we uncover here, the ones hidden behind the headlines. Eddie Bird. And this is where the story takes a different turn. Larry Bird wasn't the only one chasing that dream. He had a younger brother, Eddie Bird, born about a decade later, growing up in the same small town of French Lick. Same streets, same courts, same basketball dream. But here's the thing, when your last name is Bird, expectations aren't normal. From the very beginning, Eddie wasn't just playing for himself, he was being compared, constantly, to a legend in the making. And that kind of pressure, it changes everything before your story even begins. At Springs Valley High School, he was putting up strong numbers, around 21 points per game. That's not average, that's real talent. But no matter how well he performed, the shadow was always there. Every game, every performance, it came with the same comparison. Is he as good as Larry? Imagine that, playing your best and still being measured against someone else. Indiana State, same path, different outcome. And then, history repeats itself, but not quite the same way. Eddie follows the same path, Indiana State, the same place where Larry became a national name. And to be fair, he delivered solid performances, around 14 points per game for his career, even earning Freshman of the Year honors. But this time, there was no magic run, no undefeated season, no national spotlight. Same school, same opportunity, completely different outcome. Professional struggle, and this is where reality hits. Eddie gets a shot in the minor leagues, the USBL, but it's brief, just a handful of games. There's even an NBA tryout with the Sacramento Kings. But that breakthrough moment, It never comes. The difference between them and now. This is the part that really makes you think. Two brothers, same hometown, same courts, same starting point. Both made it to Indiana State, both had talent, both chased the same dream, but the outcomes completely different. Larry Bird became a generational talent, the kind of player that changes the league, defines an era, and gets remembered forever. Eddie Bird? He was solid, skilled, deserving of respect, but he never got that same spotlight. Never had that one moment that changed everything. And maybe that's the truth most people don't talk about. Sometimes it's not just about working hard. Sometimes greatness is something else entirely. Living in the shadow of greatness isn't easy. Every step, every game, every moment, compared to someone else. But here's the truth, Eddie Bird wasn't a failure. He just lived in a comparison that no one could win. And maybe that's the real story here. This isn't just a story about two brothers, it's a reality most people don't see. Same roots, same dream, completely different endings. One became immortal, the other forgotten. And the real question is, was it destiny? Or is greatness something only a few are ever meant to reach?